All right, today we are going to do what's called, I'm going to modify the Ashtanga primary series. Ashtanga is one of the oldest forms of physical yoga. It's the one that really focuses on form and your posture and breath, everything together, especially the form. That's what we learn. That's the series we had to learn to get registered as a yoga instructor. Not always challenging. It can get really, really difficult. But the primary series just takes our basic sequences. So I'm going to modify it a little bit. And a big key is here, we do our vinyasa flows in between, and we also hold poses through 5 breaths. So a little bit of discipline involved today. I would probably encourage you to grab a brick or 2. I'm actually going to put a brick on each side of my mat, so I don't have to move it back and forth. We will be facing forward, facing your device for most of the series. So let's go ahead, get those bricks if you have them, put them on each side. It really is just a way today to bring that floor a little closer to you. If you have a lot of flexibility and you can reach the floor, no problem, and triangles, etc., you don't have to bother, but I'm going to use it. I really love the bricks sometimes. So anyways, take a moment, grab that, and then I will meet you on our mat in a child's pose. As you come into your child's pose, as always, remember, child's pose is a beautiful place to go, even through our vinyasa flows, even through poses that could be challenging. It could be a resting spot. It could be a transition rather than a down dog. It could be just a time to just regroup, to catch your breath again. It's really a brilliant pose and should be used whenever you need it. Today, we're opting to start our practice that way because it's also a calming pose. So bringing the toes to touch and your knees nice and wide, just bring yourself down to the mat. So as you come down to the mat, you have so many choices here on how you want to approach your child's pose. For now, we're just coming to a quiet place on our mat to welcome ourselves to your class, to your upcoming, perhaps, challenge. So settle in. Remember, you can use your bricks to bring your forehead to a brick instead, or stack your hands, your arms, anything that just feels right. And as always, please listen to your body, respect what it's telling you. Remember, if you're able to touch your toes, but or you're able to touch your knee, only your knees, you're going to get the same benefits. So just let your body tell you what your limits are. If you come into child's pose, just breathe. Feel the breath coming through the side of your body, the length of your spine. Maybe just move your hips gently side to side. And then settle them right back to the center. On your next inhalation, let's slowly just move into tabletop position. Come up to your hands and your knees. Turn your knees to face your wrists. Waking up our spine with a gentle movement. Cat and cow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, roll the spine. Inhale, just drop the chest and lift the heart. Exhale, roll the spine. Inhale, just a couple more. And then slowly settle yourself right into neutral position, taking the right leg out behind you and the left arm out in front of you. Keep the hips facing the floor. And then put it down and switch sides, just reaching. And then let's switch again. Just reach. This time, gently bring the arm around and catch your foot behind you. Gentle warm up. The Ashtanga series is a very active practice. Bring the arm and leg back out and lower it to the mat. Other side, just reach. And then bringing the hand around, just catch that foot. Extend them both out long. And bring them back down to the mat. Moving your seat to your heels, come into a nice seated pose here. Bringing the arms to the sky, interlace your fingers and press them up. One more inhale. Exhale, bring them back behind you. Just place them together any way you can. Roll the shoulders towards each other. Open up the heart. Look up. And then soften the shoulders, release, and come tall on your knees. Bringing the arms to the sky once again, interlace those fingers, press them to the sky. Gaze straight ahead of you. Perfect. Now taking your right leg out to the side. Take a side bend towards that leg, releasing your hands so the right hand slides down that right leg. And then coming right to center. Arms are at shoulder height. Bend that right leg. Glide into that knee over the ankle and then just tip it over nice and easy. Slowly release back into center. Rotate your body towards that right leg and then pull the leg straight, fold forward. Walk both hands to the front. And then sliding that right leg out a little further, pull the seat right back to your heels and take a nice inner thigh stretch. Beautiful. Slowly release back to tabletop position. And then bring yourself right back to your heels. Inhale, bring the arms to the sky. Interlace and just press them upward. And then release them and bring them behind you where you'll roll the shoulders back and pull them away from you as you look up towards the sky. And then releasing the hands, come tall on your knees, bringing the arms back over your head. Interlace, flip and push. Gazing forward, now our left leg comes out to the side, releasing the hands, tip over to that left hand side. Inhale, return to center and bend that left knee. Gliding your knee towards your ankle, tip it over. Inhale back into center and then exhale, rotate your body towards that left leg, pull the leg straight and just reach for the floor to stretch. Taking both hands to the front of you, push that leg away from you as you bring your seat back down to your heel. Now your head. And then slowly bring yourself back up to tabletop position. Bring that knee in. Perfect. Tucking the toes underneath you, lift the knees off of the floor about 2 inches. Hold for just a moment. Notice the strength to keep yourself here. And then begin to move the hips towards the heels. Lift the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Bending your knees one at a time. Walk your dog out. And then pressing your heels towards the floor. Even if you bend your knees, that's fine. Find stillness. Push the hips over to the right side. And then slide your hips over towards the left. And then bringing yourself back to the center. Slowly begin to walk your feet forward towards the front of your mat. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees, press down as you rise to standing pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, place the hands down, step back to plank pose. Sun salutation A, namaskara A. Breathe in, and then exhale, either lower the knees or take your first chaturanga. Inhale the cobra, exhale down dog. Breathe in here, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Again. And then just one more. Looking forward, bring your feet to the front. Rise halfway. Fold back down. Soften the knees, reach up to the sky to stand, and exhale, hands to heart. We'll do 3 of these namaskara A's, building. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, step back to plank. 1 breath in plank. And exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Ashtanga is never hurries you along and focuses really big on that hold, those long, deep breaths. Tuning into sensation. You have 2 more breaths here. Use that time to maybe release tension of the head, the neck, and then step forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, hands to heart. 1 more. Inhale, arms reaching up. And exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half fold. This time, just take it back and lower chaturanga. Remember, you may go right into downward facing dog if that chaturanga is not in your practice today. In down dog, 1 more time, 5 breaths. Namaskara A and B are meant to heat up your body, prepare it for its movement, reduce injury, create the discipline. 1 more inhalation. Exhale, let it go. Let's go ahead and step to the front of our mat. Rise halfway and fold. Namaskara B, bend those knees, chair pose. Take a breath in chair just for a moment, spreading the fingers wide, pulling the shoulders back and down to the hips. 1 more inhalation. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step back to plank. 1 breath in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or down dog. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot comes forward to your hand. Spinning the back heel, rise to warrior 1. Take 1 full breath in warrior 1. Exhale, reach for the mat, step back to plank, chaturanga or down dog. Left foot comes forward. Spinning the back heel, rise to warrior 1, reaching to the sky. 1 big breath. And then exhale, reach to the mat and step back to plank, chaturanga or right into down dog. 5 breaths. Use this moment to shake the head or just be super still. Gazing forward, step, jump, float any way you can. Get to the front of your mat. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, fold back down, bending the knees. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step back to plank. 1 breath in plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, the cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Right foot forward. Warrior 1 with 1 big full breath. Exhale, place the hands back down, step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Cobra and upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. Rise with 1 full breath. And then exhale, hands go back down. Step back to plank and lower. Cobra. Down dog. 5 breaths. Really deep, beautiful breaths. Fill your body. Enjoy. Pull the belly in, lift the hips to the sky. Beautiful. Our next one will go breath by breath. No stopping in between. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Here we go. Bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step or jump back to plank and lower. Inhale, the cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank and lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Rise. Hands to the mat, step back to plank and lower. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Good. Gazing to the front of your mat, step or jump forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. This time just rise to stand. And bring the hands right to the heart. Well done. Hands come to the waist. Separate your feet just a little bit. Pull the shoulders back and down towards floor behind you. Take a breath, open the heart. As you exhale, begin to lead with the heart. Come forward. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Reach for your big toe. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, bow and fold. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet, lifting the hips to the sky. Padagusthasana. Let the head hang freely towards the floor. It doesn't, you can have the knees bent. They do not need to be straight. 5 breaths. We have just a couple more. Inhale, lift halfway, releasing your toes, pick your feet up, and then slide the whole of your hand underneath your foot, pressing your big toe into the creases of that wrist. Inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, bow down. Placing the weight on the pads of those hands with the pads of those feet. Pull the belly in and lift the hips high. Beautiful. Releasing the hands from the feet. Bring them to your waist, the chin to your chest, and slowly roll to rise. And release your hands by your side right here. Take a moment, maybe close your eyes. Drop your shoulders. Perfect. Bringing the hands to the heart. So in order to all face forward, just step back facing your device. Wide legs. Floating the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift tall through the center of your body, turning the right foot towards that right wall. Begin to move right into triangle pose. Now this is where you can begin to use your brick to work on your posture. Draw the belly towards the navel. Look up. Every pose has 5 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, rise to center. Prepare to move right over to the other side. Turn the toe in, the other toe out. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, move into your triangle pose. Breathe, breathe in. Stacking the hand, the shoulders, hand on the floor or on your brick. Perfect. On your next inhale, rise to center. Perfect. Bring the hands behind the back to an upside down prayer, and then flip the palms to face up, pressing the palms together. Turn your body towards the right side. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, leading with the heart, begin to move forward. Bow down and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Perfect. Release just the inside hand, reach towards the floor, and then stand all the way up. So that outside arm is up by your ear. Reaching up nice and tall, begin to turn your body and find revolved triangle. This is where that brick comes in really handy. On the outside of your foot, lift that right arm up. On your next inhale, simply bring yourself all the way up. Just move those arms gently into standing pose. Inhale, come nice and tall. And exhale, bring the hands back behind your back, flip the palms to the sky. Turn your body to the left this time. Inhale, pull the shoulders back, leading with the heart. Bow forward. 5 breaths. On your next inhalation, bring the right arm up tall as you stand. Lifting really tall, then begin to rotate the body, find revolved triangle, reaching for your brick or the floor, and lifting up that left arm. Use those arms to gently flow your way back to center, right here. And let those arms just come all the way down. Well done. Bringing the hands to your waist, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale with the toes facing forward, bow forward. Reaching for the floor below you. Lift and rise halfway. And then exhale, go down a little deeper.
Lifting the hips up, pulling the belly in. Long breaths. Bringing the hands to the waist, chin to the chest, rise to stand.
Bringing the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, opening up the heart. One breath in. Exhale, bow forward, pulling the arms towards the floor. Shifting the weight to the balls of those feet, pull the navel in, lift the hips high, bring the arms towards the floor and just breathe. From this position, slowly bring yourself back to standing. Float the arms out wide. Turning the right toe to the right wall, bend the knee, warrior two. Good. Breathe, just settle. Take a moment in this pose to just feel the shoulders soft. Push the knee towards your pinky toes. Press that back foot away from you. At the same time, pull in through the center. Gaze down that right hand. One more inhalation. Exhale, we're going to tip it over. Reaching for that brick. Take an extended side angle as deep as you can. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Slowly rise to center. Straighten the leg and turn to the other side. Bend the front knee, settle into your warrior two on that left side. Breathe. Shoulders over hips, fingers reaching out, knee moving towards the smaller of your toes. Find your focus and just find the breath. Slowly begin to tip it over to an extended side angle, using your brick as a prop to go deep and low, stacking the knee right over the ankle, top arm over your ear. 5 breaths. Bring that top shoulder back. You've got this. Slowly rise back to center and lower those arms. Bringing the feet to center. Balance pose, tree. Bringing the right leg up, root the left one to the floor. Root down. Pull the shoulders back, tuck the hips under just a little. You've got this. And then begin to just lift the arms and soften the shoulders. 5 breaths. Hands to the heart as you release your foot back to the earth. Pre-pose on the other side. Once again, tuck those hips, pull that leg towards the back, and then when you're ready, lift. Soften the shoulders, turn the pinkies towards each other. 5 breaths. Squeezing the outer leg to the inside of that foot. Got this. 1 more breath. And then slowly bring the hands to the heart and release. Well done. Stepping to the front of our mat. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, step or jump back to plank and lower chaturanga, or take it to down dog. Inhale to upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jumping or stepping forward, have a seat on the mat. Extending your legs straight out in front of you. Dandasana, staff pose. So here everything gets active. Placing the hands back behind you, push down into the floor. You'll notice immediately your posture comes in to shape. Pull the toes towards your kneecaps. Anchor the top of your legs down towards the mat. Beautiful. Breathe 5 breaths. Pull the belly in. So here we have opposing forces all over the place. Our heels are pressing away, yet our toes are pulling in. Our seat is pressing down, but the crown of your head is lifting up. Your belly is pulled in. Hands are pressing down. Yet your shoulders are lifted. You've got this. Inhale, let the arms reach up. And exhale, come forward. Now, lots of options as we come into our Paschimottanasana. We can grab our toes, bending our knees if you need to, or you can grab your ankles. Just take a breath and send our heart forward and just move our hips back a step or two. And then as you exhale, pull the arms out and just bring your head down towards your legs. Inhale, look to the feet, look past the feet. See if you can take one deeper pose, maybe bringing the hands over the feet or around the outside of your feet, or maybe just if you are on the ankles now, you can grab your feet. Anything to take it one step further. Breathe in and seek a little extra space. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, looking forward, release the hands and slowly rise up to center. Well done. Pointing your toes, place those hands back behind you, but this time take a big hand step back. Pull the shoulders together and push the heart forward. Using the top of your body, your belly, your hips, and your thighs, let them come up off the floor. The lower body just comes along for the ride. Drop the head. And then slowly have a seat. Crossing your legs, pull the feet underneath you, make your way up into downward facing dog. Inhale, one vinyasa. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, the cobra, back to down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. This time, just come back forward with crossed legs and sit down once again. Extending your legs out long in front of you, bring the right one into the inner thigh. Remember, if you have a brick and your leg is flapping, you can place it right underneath that to give it a little bit of support. All right, anchor down the long leg, pull the toe towards the knee, inhale, lift up, and exhale, bow forward. Inhale, seek space, exhale, bring the chin towards the shin. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. One more breath. and slowly release. Janu Shavasana on the other side. Root down, pull the toe in, inhale, reach up, exhale, bow forward, inhale, seek space, exhale, chin moves down. Your gaze is past those toes, or close the eyes, just keep the chin pushing down. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, rise and bring your legs out in front. Perfect. Bending the knees as fall back into Navasana, boat pose number 1. Bring the shin up. Extend the legs if you wish. Release, hold 5 breaths. And then rebend the knees and place the feet back down. Extending your legs out long, bend the right one and place it over the left leg. Take your right hand behind you and push the floor away to find the posture. Anchor down that leg on the floor, pulling the toe towards the knee. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Start to turn your body towards that right side and pull the elbow down to the thigh and push. Breathe here. And let it go. Switching sides, bend that left knee, cross it all the way over. Anchor the long leg down, place that left hand behind you to really get upright and tall. Right arm reaches up, begin the turn, and exhale, pull it down, push. Look over that back shoulder, breathe. Slowly release and let it go. Bending both of your knees, let's find Navasana boat pose. One more time, falling back, finding modified or extended, and hold for 5 breaths. Rebending the knees, place the soles of the feet together and pull the heels close to your body. Bringing the hands right around your toes and pull the elbows towards each other. Inhale, get tall through the spine. Exhale, begin to move forward, pushing the elbows down towards the floor and pulling your chest towards your feet, gaze forward. Baddha Konasana A. Release to sitting and slide the legs out a little further. Moving the elbows outside the shins, grab your feet once again. Inhale, nice and tall. This time exhale, just pull the nose towards the floor, the forehead towards your feet. Breathe, Baddha Konasana B. Inhale, rise to center, extending your legs out long. Bring the arms in front of you and slowly rolling back. Dropping the spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the arms overhead. Let's move right into a roll up. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, just reach forward. Inhale, pull the belly in, roll back down slowly. Exhale all the way. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, diving forward, placing the ears between the arms and reaching.
And then drawing back with the spine and the belly, roll down the spine and let it go. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, just reach forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, just let it go. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, pushing, rolling forward. Inhale, draw the spine back, belly in. Exhale, roll back down. And then inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, roll back. And exhale, stay right here. Bring the right leg up and reach for the foot. Reach and lower. Left, reach and lower. Right, reach and lower. Left, reach and lower. Right, reach and lower. Left, reach and lower. Reach and lower. Next time the right leg comes back, reach for it and bend the knee. Pulling it a little closer, bring the left foot off the floor, breathe in, exhale, pull, pull, then switch, pull, pull, then switch, pull, pull, then switch, pull, pull, then switch, pull, 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 and pull, 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 and pull, pull. We've got two more. Bringing both knees into you, bring your head and shoulders back down. Feet touch down. Inhale, prepare for bridge and lift. Take a moment to move those shoulders underneath you a little more, create a little more space. Once you're there, draw those inner thighs towards each other, lift those hips high and squeeze. Breathe 5 breaths. Beautiful. Soften the shoulders, lower the spine to the floor. Bringing the knees into you and the legs to the sky. Reach for the right leg and lower the left to a hover. Head and shoulders come off the floor. Breathe in, exhale, pull, pull, then switch. Pull, pull, then switch. Pull, pull, then switch. Pull, pull, then switch. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, 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 pull. We got one more each way. Bring both legs straight up and lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Bringing the hands by your side, we're going to move into a Halasana plow pose. That's where our feet come over our body towards the floor. Feel free to just bend the knees. Feel free to just totally avoid this. Watch the neck and that you don't crunch your neck. You stay wide on those shoulders. Modify it, take a shoulder stand instead. Bring the knees in and over. Hands come behind your back to lift. And then just let the weight come to the shoulders first. And this is an absolute fine place to stay. If you want to take the Halasana, start to lower the feet towards the floor, keeping the weight between those shoulders. They could touch or not, it doesn't matter. And then slowly, we're going to all move into either a modified shoulder stand, which is your feet are over your head, just kind of resting your hands on the lower back, or full shoulder stand. That takes a little more work here. We need to shuffle our shoulders under us, push our feet to the sky, and bring our hands higher up our back and hold right here. Your choice, point your toes, and then maybe pull them down. And then begin to just release, soften. Let the hips slowly move back towards the floor. As they touch down, find the happy baby pose. For just a moment, pull down. Fantastic. And then just bring the legs to touch, allow the feet to touch down. And let's move them out long. Well, we will now find our Shavasana. Super important pose after an Ashtanga practice. So just embrace just the stillness now. We've been busy and moving. So now just enjoy being still and quiet. Slowly bringing the knees towards you. Just give them a gentle hug as you rock on your spine a little bit. And then making your way to the side. A breath or two. And then making your way up to easy pose. As you come into your easy pose, just close your eyes or bring them to a soft gaze. Hands are at your heart and our prayer mudra. And as we practice quite a classic practice today, let's end with a very classic mantra. Hands come to the head to remind us to think positive thoughts. Hands to the lips to remind us to speak words of kindness and words of encouragement. And hands right to the heart to remind us not only to love, but to be open to receive love freely. Namaste, my friends.
Namaste. That was lovely.